everybody? This is CAJED MMA coming to you with my picks for UFC 311. To start the early prelims off, it's a call me casual Cajun if you want, but to me, it's a bunch of nobodies. Yeah, just a bunch of nobodies. We do have an ranked number 11 flyweight down here, um, but yeah, who cares about WMMA? But this is a early prelim fight that I'm really interested in. I like Grant Dawson. I think he's gonna get this one done right here. They're both on a two-fight win streak. Both won their last fight. Um, and Grant Dawson is really disgusting on the feet, and Ferreira is just 19 and 5, 22 and 2. I think Grant Dawson gets this done. I'm putting him on my parlays. He's gonna probably go out there and get a finish. Dumas and Reese, I don't know much about them. Call me Cajun Casual if you want. But yeah. Anyway, moving on. Almeida versus Spivak. I think that's how you say this guy's name. 21 and 3 Almeida. They both have beat Derek Lewis. I see Almeida going out here and wrestling Spivak. I don't know much about him, but what I do know is about Almeida. He's dominant. It's not easy to put away. I think he's going to come out here and just be a little less heavier than this guy and just move better than Spivak, big boy. Almeida gets it done. He's going to be on my parlays. Easy does it. Moving on, we have the next Dana White's privilege guy, Peyton Talbot. No hate for the guy. I like the guy. I love watching him fight. He's very entertaining. He's 9 and 0. They keep giving him nobodies. We're talking about Barcelos here, Brazilian. 18 and 5. They both won their last fight. Peyton Talbot has a few inches on this guy, and he's probably going to go out here and finish him in spectacular fashion. They're giving this guy layups until he gets ranked and actually fight somebody worth fighting. I don't know the story behind this dot tattoo on his back and stomach, but to me it looks weird as hell. But he would whoop my ass if I seen him in real life. Peyton Talbot gets it done easily. He's a gigantic favorite, probably the biggest favorite on the card. I'm pretty sure he's minus 1100. Goes out here, finishes Barcelos in probably the first round. Spectacular knockout, spinning back kick, spinning backhand, something crazy. Yeah, moving on. Johnny Walker, man. Johnny Walker's making the comeback. He's lost his last few fights, and I see him coming out here and getting it done against Guskov. Is that how you say the guy's name? Bogdan Guskov. People hate on Johnny Walker. He's a funny guy. He's entertaining. But I think this is his comeback match. He's plus 136. I'm not throwing him on any parlays because it's risky. But if I had money to spare and I'm trying to look for these underdogs, Johnny Walker would be one of them. He makes stupid decisions in fights a lot of the times, and I just that's why he's scary to pick. But I don't know much about Guskov. Neither one of them are ranked, I don't believe, and so I think he's gonna come out here, do something crazy, and get the win. Johnny Walker, comeback fight right here, and he's back, baby. Now, moving on to the main event. This is in my mind, a stacked fucking main event. We have banger fight after banger fight, and it's gonna go down to just who's gonna come out here and really steal the show. First up, we have Kevin Holland versus Rainier. I think that's how you say this guy's name. Um, my bad. Kevin Holland is one of my favorite fighters in the UFC. He's always entertaining. He's always doing something crazy. Just giving the fans a show. He's 26 and 12. We know this. But those 12 is mainly good fighters and short notice fights and just coming in and just giving on a show. It's a great fucking card opener, main event opener. You can never go wrong with Kevin Holland opening up a main event. He's gonna get the crowd pumped. It's gonna get them looking forward and ready for the next fight. Rainier, I believe this is his second fight in the UFC. He's won his last one, but to me, he's a fucking nobody. And Kevin Holland is one of my favorite fighters, so you can't see me going against him. He is a favorite. He's minus 130, and I think the odds makers got this right. I think he is the favorite here, and he's probably going to get it done, get his hands raised, and really remind everybody who the fuck he is, to be honest with you. Next up, we have what I believe is the biggest sleeper fight of the main card. Nobody's really talking about this fight, and the odds makers, I think, have it wrong. I don't think Nakano is that big of a favorite, to be honest. I think this is more of a pick'em fight, and I think this fight's a lot more even than people are thinking. Yes, Dariush has lost his last fight, and Mukano is on a big run, but people forget Dariush is not some like nobody. He's very dangerous. He's a top contender. Um, Easily could be fighting for the belt in the next few years, next couple of years or whatever. If he makes the right decisions and makes the right run for the belt. But I think this fight is going to go down to the wire. It's going to come down to who wants it more. If Dariush is ready to come back and show everybody what he's made of and show everybody, what they forgot about, he's that guy. And for him to be the underdog, I think it's a good pick if you want to throw that on a parlay. I'm staying away from this fight because I really think this is a pick 'em fight. It could go either way for these guys. It's going to be an entertaining fight nonetheless. But if you're feeling risky, or you're feeling, want to make an underdog bet, he's not a bad one to go with. But in my opinion, I think he gets it done. I think it could go either way, but if I, as a gambling man, I would definitely put some money on Dariush if I was going to put money on it. Next fight. We have third to last fight. We have Jamal Hill versus Yuri Prohaska. Both coming off a loss. I'm pretty sure to the same guy. I don't think Jamal Hill has fought anybody since he's lost to Alex Pereira. Right, yeah. So they both just came off a loss by Alex Pereira, both getting slept by the GOAT himself in spectacular fashion nonetheless. Jamal Hill, though, his controversy knockout against Alex Pereira with the nut shot, and Herb Dean flipping burgers by the cage side. But Yuri definitively got his ass whooped, definitively got his ass slept, laying on the canvas, no longer with his eyes open. Straight up big toe to the forehead. I think Jamal Hill comes out here and gets it done. People forget Jamal Hill has hands. He's not bad on the feet. He's actually great on the feet. And Yuri's not some crazy wrestler. I think this is going to be a stand-up fight. If it does go to the ground, I think it's going to be fucking boring because neither one of them really are great wrestlers. They both can do, similar things. But as you can see, takedown accuracy, he's not taken down, and I don't see Yuri trying to go for that unless he's getting pieced up by Jamal Hill, which is likely to happen. I don't see Yuri coming out here and piecing him up either, or getting points, winning by points at all. They have Yuri at 87% getting the knockout. I don't see that happening. It's pretty much a pick'em fight. If I had Jamal Hill's going on most of my parlays, I think it's cut and dry. Even if Jamal Hill was an underdog, a giant underdog, I'm still picking Jamal Hill. I don't care. After Yuri goes out and gets slept by Alex Pereira's big fucking toe, Jamal Hill's a couple punches away from making that guy go right back to sleep. So anyway, Jamal Hill right there. Next up, we have the biggest fight that I'm looking for, because the winner of this is going to fight my glorious king, Sean O'Malley. As you probably could tell, he's my favorite fighter. Been watching him since the Contender Series, so of course this is an important fight in my opinion. Either way, whoever wins this fight is not going to hold the belt for much longer because Daddy's coming back to take that belt and show everybody that these little midgets here aren't getting it done. But they have Marab down here as a big underdog. It's 260 here. I've seen on some sports books, it's plus like 300 and some change. This is the underdog pick of the card. I don't see Umar's 18-0, of course. It's hard to look past that. That's probably why he is the favorite, and with Khabib in his corner and all this stuff. But I think Merab comes out here. It's going to be a competitive fight, nonetheless. But Merab's going to get it done. I don't see any planet or scenario where Merab comes out and just gets dominated or gets pieced up at all. Merab's not a bad boxer or bad stand-up fighter. He's not the best, and Umar's definitely better. Merab could get in some trouble, but if Merab sticks to his takedown, if he throws, his 30 takedowns a fucking fight, I think he can point shave this away and send this Dagestanian right back to fucking Russia. 5'6", he's 5'8", he's a little bit taller. But double leg after double leg is going to get Umar tired. Umar is good. He's a good wrestler. Obviously, he's a prodigy from, the Dagestanians. But even in the Sandhagen fight, Umar constantly took Sandhagen down, but guess what? Sandhagen was able to get right back up most of the time and fight those hands and make it back to his feet. And Sandhagen got a few good hits in there. Sandhagen's not a wrestler, so if a non-wrestler is able to get up from Umar's takedown, I don't see why Merab could not do that, or Merab could not hold him there and just ground and pound his way to a victory. That's how I see it going. I'm putting Merab on most of my parlays, if not all of them, for a super cheap, I mean not cheap, but a no-brainer underdog pick here. I feel like the only way, the reason the odds makers have made him such a big underdog is because it's 18-0. They have neither one on winning by TKO. They have Umar winning by submission. We've seen this guy fucking kick for his life for a minute and 30 seconds straight and not tap out. But as you can see right here, they have 78% making it a decision. That's how I see it going. I see Merab just, crotch sniffing until the last fucking bell and getting his hand raised for decision. That's why money line, bang it out, get it, got it. I mean, it's free money in my opinion. Doesn't matter if Merab wins. At least he got to defend his belt before Daddy comes and takes it back. Anyway, Merab there. Now, moving on to the main event. We have Islam versus Arman Tsarukyan. These guys have fought before, as we all know. And it was a competitive fight, but I think Islam has came a long way since that fight. Islam has become more dominant and just a better wrestler, being able to hold people down, a better boxer. He's improved tremendously on the feet. He's just a well-rounded fighter. I don't think Tsarukyan is going to throw anything at him that he hasn't seen before or is not prepared for. I'm sure him and Khabib's in there like jerking each other, thinking about how they're going to win this fight. And Tsarukyan is going to have to catch him. His one loss is being caught, going to sleep. And I feel like that's the only way Tsarukyan really comes out and does that. Now, the only other scenario I see happening is a decision win. As you can see, it's pretty even. But Islam is a fucking point merchant. Other than knocking out Volkanovski, he loves to just, take a round, and win by decision. And I don't see him letting Tsarukyan take rounds off of him like that. As you can see, 41% by knockout is what they think Tsarukyan has a chance of doing. That's the only way I see him winning. I don't see Islam could submit him if Tsarukyan. I'm sure Tsarukyan's fight camp is just constantly preparing for the ground game and just trying to survive the ground game and get back up and trying to box him, because I feel like that's the only path to victory for Arman here, is just trying to sleep the guy. So I'm putting Islam on every one of my parlays. I think it's free money. He is minus 380, so obviously you can't really go straight up with him. You have to pair him up with a two-man with him, Marab. That's a great two-man right there. Uh, Easy money, free money. UFC gives out free money every fucking Saturday that they have a UFC card. This shit's not fucking hard. Um, if you know your shit, which I'm not the greatest, I'm not the most smartest here, but in my opinion, I've gotten a lot of picks right. I'm just now making these videos to show off my picks. And starting the year off good, 2025. We're gonna be coming out with these videos. Every UFC card, probably gonna start doing the fight nights as well. Unless they have nothing but nobodies on there, or WMMA, like tomorrow or today technically. But yeah, so UFC 311, I can't fucking wait. I'm gonna be watching it and probably commenting, tweeting, follow me on Twitter. Um, we're gonna see how this shit goes. I think all the picks that I made is 100% correct, and nothing else could happen besides what I predict. So, if you have any disagreements or want to argue about it, go ahead and hop in the comment section. I'll be down to respond to you, and tell you how wrong you are. But it's been CAJED MMA. Call me CAJED, and I'm out.